Welcome, this is a video I've been waiting to make for a very long time. Welcome to the big catch. Kind of. There is a catch. The big catch isn't out yet. This is the big catch tackle box. It's like a demo, kind of, but also like it's not a portion of the full game. It's like its own thing entirely. Um, and that's pretty cool. What is the big catch? Well, if you're a die-hard Melon Keeper Gold fan, you'll remember that I made a video on Yo! Noid 2, one of my favorite, like, games. Honestly, yeah. I was gonna say, like, one of my favorite indie games or something like that, but honestly, I'll say it. One of my favorite games. Yo! Noid 2, very excellent game. If you want to watch that video, it's one of the first videos on the channel, so you can search by oldest. But if you don't want to do that and you want to look it up, then I think it's called Let's Play Yo! Noid 2 Game of the Year Edition, so look that up. This game is made by the same people, mostly. I don't know if it's... There's some people that weren't on the team. I don't know if everyone... I don't know what the overlap looks like. I just know it's more or less made by the same people. And, you know, the whole appeal of Yo! Noid 2 for me was, like, the movement and stuff. Because the movement in Yo! Noid 2 is really fluid and you've got, like, wall running and stuff. All of that's in this game, and honestly, I think it's better. It doesn't feel necessarily Noidy. It doesn't necessarily feel the way that Noid feels. But I really like it, and I like the movement in this game more than I like the movement in Noid, if only because there's more options, and because there's more level to make use of. Like, this is a demo for the big catch. This is, like, not what the full game... Like, the full game's gonna be bigger than this, which is crazy to me, because... This game's massive. This game's massive. Like, there's so much content in this. I played it for like an hour and a half this morning, and I still haven't like beat the game or anything. Like, for a demo, I feel like that's a lot of sorry, my mouse is on the screen. I feel like that's a lot of stuff, right? I'm just gonna turn down the volume a little bit so that it's not louder than me. So one of the mechanics in this game, actually the main mechanic kind of, is fishing. You fish for fish. So this is a fish. I gotta catch it by throwing bait, and then I reel in the bait and it flips the fish onto land. And once it's on land, you just kind of have to catch up with it. It's kind of like Mips. It's kind of like Mips from Mario 64. And except like not as annoying at all. I'll say that. But yeah, I don't know what the end of this game is like. I've not finished it, and I'm not gonna show it in this video. I'm not gonna play this long enough to beat the game. I just want to kind of show off the game a little bit, but not enough that there's not stuff for you to explore when you play this, because here's the other thing about the Big Catch Tackle Box. It's free. You can go play this on Steam today, and you should. If you're a fan of platformers, then you should, but also if you're a fan of art, then you should, because there's so much soul and so much love in this game. I mean, look at how it looks. It's fantastic. It really captures the kind of PS2 era graphics. I mean, at least for me, I boot up this game and I felt so nostalgic, which is weird because the game is new and it just came out like a couple days ago. So why do I feel nostalgic for this? And it's because it really, really solidly emulates that feeling, that aesthetic of playing a PS2 game on a CRT on a box television. and it's something that I miss. You know, I have a decent amount of experience with CRTs. I mean, not only did I play on them as a kid, but I still play Super Smash Bros. So I play on a CRT pretty frequently, but it's been a long time since I've played PS2 on one. It's been a long time since I've played Ratchet and Clank on PS2 on a CRT monitor. I think that would be an amazingly fun experience just to go back to that kind of old technology. And I've talked about the CRT thing before, so I won't hammer it in here. I really just want to highlight how well the team behind this game has emulated that style. And if it's not for you, which personally it is for me, if it's not for you, you can turn off the kind of you can tailor the graphics to your, like, they've got an emulator setting which kind of makes it look like Dolphin. I do like this one quite a bit, this one, but they've also got the modern one, which, you know, it looks really nice. It looks really good with the modern settings on. I adore the way they've managed to make this look. I think this game looks so good with the composite settings. I think, you know, give it a try. By default, the game is set to the modern graphics. I really think you should give these ones a try. They're so pretty, so good. I mean, I love the way this looks. Which is interesting because, like, literally it looks worse, I guess. Like, I don't know, I don't want to apply objectivity to something that is essentially down to preference, but I don't think that this looks better. It just evokes a kind of feeling that the other one doesn't. But yeah, the whole thing with this game is that you're like a fisher guy, and you can, like, grapple and stuff with it. The movement's really... I just fell. The movement's really sick. I don't want to harp on too much about that specific point, but the movement in this game seriously is cool. I'll give you a look at the kind of things you can do. So you've got the twirl thing. You can also twirl, and if you hold down the like... what's it called? The, like, crouch button, then you can spin forever, and you get, like, big jump. You can do, like, a slide thing. If you have this, like, ground pound thing. If you ground pound on a slope, like this is a slope that goes down, right? That's kind of a bad example. It's not, like, steep enough. This is a slope. If I ground pound onto this slope, I get more forwards momentum, so I can, like, kind of carry that momentum as I'm going, and that's really cool. You can slide down and stuff. Also, the music's really good. Listen to this, listen to this. Hold on. And as I got later into that song, I started to kind of feel like Wind Waker, and it is kind of like Wind Waker in some kind of I guess surface level, in some shallow ways. It is kind of like Wind Waker. You've got all these different locations that are split up by, in this case, sand. In Wind Waker, obviously it's water. These little, like, areas to explore are kind of like the islands in Wind Waker, and those sand shredders, the little guys that help you get between them. It's kind of like sailing a boat. There is an aspect of it that's kind of similar to Wind Waker, and this is an interesting part of the game too, is that, like, the platforming in this game is less of an execution test. There are bits of it that are kind of like that. Like, some of the jumps are not easy necessarily, but it's more of like a puzzle solving thing. Like, it's not immediately obvious all the time where your next jump is to go, or necessarily what it's all for. So, you know, that's another aspect of it that I could compare to The Legend of Zelda. Obviously, The Legend of Zelda has way more literal puzzles, but in this game, you're also kind of doing puzzle solving. And here's this thing with the ground pound. There's that, and you can see I get a huge jump there. And it's really fun. The movement in this game is really fluid. It's really like... I've just had a lot of fun moving around. There's a lot of times that I've just kind of absent-mindedly ran around the ruins. Not even like trying necessarily to collect anything or get to the next bit of the world. Just kind of enjoying the movement. And I still can't wait. I cannot wait for the full game. I hope it comes out. Yeah, I hope the full game comes out before the end of the year. I also backed this on Kickstarter. I thought about showing off my name in the credits, but there's too many backers that I don't have enough time. Well, technically I have enough time, but like the credits don't scroll too quickly. So if I put that in the video, you'd just be waiting for ages to get to the letter L, which it's really cool. This game has a lot of backers. I'm really like happy about that because I really wanted this game to succeed. And moreover, one of the backer goals was to get a Linux port of this game. And you might be thinking like, okay, Linux port, like that's cool, but why specifically do you want that? And I'm not a Linux user. But Linux has this program called libtas, which allows you to create tool-assisted speedruns of computer games, which is something you can't do on Windows. So the fact that this game is getting ported to Linux is actually quite important. First of all, because I want more people to be able to enjoy this game. So the fact that it's being ported to Linux and Nintendo Switch, it's also coming to Nintendo Switch, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, the fact that it's getting ported to Linux is kind of awesome for the speedrunning scene as well. I haven't seen any speedruns of this game so far. I do want to speedrun it when it comes out. I might end up speedrunning the tackle box. It's been that fun that I kind of like, even though it's just a demo, I want to like, I just want to play it more and more and more. So yeah, it'll be really cool if we're able to get a TAS of this game up, and you can kind of see like what that would look like and the movement and stuff. That's a really exciting prospect, and it's just another thing to look forward to with the game, right? So let's try and climb this thing. Well, I got the green fish. That's something. The first time I did this bit, that took me forever because I'm bad. But yeah, let's wall jump up here, and let's see where we can get to. I can't climb on that. I don't. There's not really anywhere to go from here, is there? I don't see it. But you know what I mean about that. I guess yeah, you can go up here. I don't even think I did this the first time I played it, but yeah, I'm sure I can make this jump. Like with a wall jump maybe, or I don't know. I'm sure it's possible. Another cool thing is if you're crouching, you can start the spin jump without like rotating on the spot because you're crouching. Also, you can do a spin jump from a run, much the same way you can in like Super Mario Sunshine by... Yeah, I should have figured just a wall jump now. You can do it from a run by like spinning last second right before you press the jump button. And I think that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool technique. But yeah, look how pretty this game is. Oh, please play it. Please play it. It's free on Steam right now. It's called The Big Catch Tackle Box. Please go ahead and play it. It's so good. You won't regret it.